Canonical released Ubuntu 23.10. Let's talk about what's new. A highlight of this release is the new App Center, replacing the old Ubuntu software. It's a new application based on Flutter for Debian and Snap packages. The application runs very smoothly and has more categorization options and views than the old Ubuntu software. It supports Debian and Snap packages. Unfortunately, it does not support Flatpak, and likely it never will. There's a new firmware updater this release, and that's exciting because whereas previously the Snap Store process had to run in the background all the time, taking significant resources, now a dedicated firmware update process that is much lighter runs instead. The new Ubuntu is coming with Gnome 45, which means we have multiple UI and UX improvements in the desktop environment. This includes the new Activities indicator that replaces the old Gnome Activities indicator, which just had a plain text activities button in the upper left corner. Now we have a graphical activities indicator that shows the current workspace. If you hover over the activities indicator and use your mouse scroll wheel, you will switch workplaces quickly. I think that's a great addition. We have new Enhanced Tiling capabilities that are driven by the Ubuntu Enhanced Tiling extension. You can configure the extension if you download the extensions or extension manager app from the new App Center. There you can also configure keyboard shortcuts, which are very useful. With GNOME 45, multiple applications are redesigned, particularly in the left sidebar area, which is now full height. This extends to Nautilus, Settings, and other apps. The new Ubuntu release comes with Linux kernel 6.5. Some highlights of this kernel release are improved performance for both the ext4 and the BTRFS file system, which should be significant. AMD Zen architecture users should expect a performance increase because the kernel now uses AMD pstate EPP driver. Intel users get improved power management and efficiency because the kernel now includes the open source Intel TPM-I Linux driver. The installer is also changed. The minimal install is now the default option, whereas previously the minimal install was the alternative and the full install was the default. ZFS file system support is also added as an experimental option during the installation process. Ubuntu has supported full disk encryption for a while. Now it supports TPM-Backed full disk encryption, whereas previously FD relied on passphrases which were susceptible to malware and other attacks. Now they use keys stored in the TPM module. As with any new Ubuntu release, there's also a set of awesome new wallpapers. Let's take a look at them. With this, I will wrap today's video. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe to get notified when another video is released. Take care.